at North Idaho College. So I'm going to give you a speech today on why it's a good idea to eat healthy. My speech is called Eat What You Need, Not What You Want. Okay, so we all know there are some problems in our society today, and we all know that most people stress eating healthy. Well, one of the biggest problems today is obesity. The rate of obesity has been increasing for the past 1 to 2 decades, and James O. Hill of the University of Colorado Health Department, he thinks that the obesity epidemic going on today in the U.S. is most likely caused by the way that we live and work today. There has been a major decrease in physical activity in the last couple decades. There's obviously more junk food and more fast food in our society, and the convenience of food is what really gets us. So people are really busy with work and everything, so they just want to grab a quick frozen meal and stuff, and that stuff really isn't good for you. So another problem is that obesity is still growing. Cynthia Ogden, she's an epidemiologist. She says that obesity has been growing at quite a steady rate for the past couple decades. And she also says there are no hopeful signs for it to start decreasing anytime soon, just because of how our society is today, just with the fast food and just how we live our lives today. Another big problem is diabetes. The rate of diabetes has also been increasing. One way that we can prevent getting diabetes is to eat less sugary foods. Sometimes it is genetic, along with obesity and heart disease. They are sometimes genetic, but in most cases in the U.S. today, most cases are due to unhealthy eating and an unhealthy lifestyle. One way to prevent heart disease is to eat less fatty foods. That way, less cholesterol, and it's just better for your veins and for your blood. Just to eat less fatty foods. Both of those diseases, diabetes and heart disease, are linked to obesity. So if we can prevent one or more of those, then it's a lot better to prevent them than to try to treat them in the long run. It'll take so much longer and so much more work to treat these diseases than it is to prevent it. There you go. So, the solution to these problems is fairly easy. We all know that eating healthy is obviously a good choice, but it's not always easy, especially in our society today. One thing you can do is to balance out your meals, and make sure you eat when you're hungry and not just when you think you're hungry or when you're bored, and to stop when you're full. Sometimes we eat too fast and we don't realize that we're full yet. And sometimes when we think we're hungry, we're actually thirsty. So one thing you can do, if you think you're hungry, is drink a glass of water, and that might solve the problem right there. And plus, if you drink water before a meal, then you're likely to eat less anyways. Also, put some variety in your meals. When you eat fruit, don't eat the same fruit every single day. Different fruits and vegetables will give you different nutrients and different vitamins, so that's also very important. And moderation. Even when you're eating healthy, you can still eat sweets just in moderation. Maybe limit yourself to maybe once a week at first, and then maybe once a month. Just go little steps at a time. Don't completely cut out one thing from your entire diet. Don't say, I'm never going to eat candy again, because then that'll just lead to craving those candies or craving that sweet that you cut out. And another thing is supplements. We see supplements and vitamins everywhere, but you don't want to completely rely on those supplements and vitamins, because they're not necessarily the same as the exact same vitamin or mineral that's in the actual food. They can't replicate it exactly what it is. Also, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says that fewer calories are the smarter food choices. Obviously, most of us know that. So we need to know how to read labels. Just pay attention to the labels, it's calories. They also say that you should eat 2 cups of fruit a day, 2.5 cups of vegetables, at least 3 ounces of whole grain, and 3 cups of low-fat or fat-free milk products a day. You don't want to eat less, you just want to eat less calories. All right? Okay, so there are many benefits to eating healthy. Usually healthy meals are more satisfying. You'll be full for longer, and you'll just feel better. You'll have more energy throughout the day. You'll do better in school more than likely. That's why they kind of changed the school meals to be more healthy, is because they find that kids are doing better. And also, you'll get to a healthy weight and maintain that healthy weight rather than dieting. When you diet, you cut out foods from your diet, and then when you're off the diet, you'll just crave those foods and you'll put the weight right back on. That'll fluctuate your weight quite a bit, and that's not healthy. So if you just slowly start eating healthier, then you'll get to that weight that you want and maintain it for longer. Also, when you start eating healthy, you'll start paying more attention to being healthy, like living a more healthy lifestyle and other healthy behavior like exercise, which is also important. So, all in all, you want to make small changes. Small changes are good at first, and you'll just keep making those small changes and they'll just make more and more progress. So just make sure you don't make huge changes at once in your diet. I mean, you might one day just be like, I want to eat healthy. Well, you got to start slow. So, you can go on to the next one. So all in all, you've learned about the problems that we have in our society, what to do about those problems, and it's a simple fix. Just start slowly eating healthier, and the many benefits of eating healthy. Are there any questions?